What if I was to tell you that you're cordially invited to join the Snogardian Brotherhood? So this is the beginning of the music video On Top of the World by Imagine Dragons. And this is one of the scenes shortly thereafter where you can see the checkerboard floor reflection there in his glasses. And here you can see the pyramid with the eye thingy there. The G in the middle of the compass and the square here. And over her shoulder is the Order of the Eastern Star. And Tool sings a song that says, "Black and white is all I see. In my infancy, red and yellow then came to be. Reaching out to me, lets me see. There is so much more that beckons me to look through to these infinite possibilities." I sang that song and told my stepdad this morning that behind the checkerboard floor of the black and white is the women actually calling the shots, telling these guys what to do. I told that to my dad this morning before I came across this. I just decided to look into this video a little further after I had told him that this very morning. That the Order of the Eastern Star with all the colors can see much more than the black and white of the male version of the same thing. And I told him the Order of the Eastern Star is like the women's division of Freemasonry, kind of like the Mormons have Relief Society. So we're going to look more into that. And we're going to break down a little bit more about this. He's got the Snogard patch as he's taking off. Right? And he goes to Scenic Overlook. We'll check that out. Got another Snogard gig going on here. The kids in front of the store. Going to go over some of these scenes. They reenact the Beatles. That's a HAL 9000 right there. Going to look at some of that. Kids back to Snogard action. They've got all these peacocks and owls all over, and there's another picture right here of the Beatles, Paul McCartney. We're going to check out a bunch of this stuff. But I got something I got to go outside to show you before the sunlight goes away. I kind of did it overboard on that one. Anyway, it goes to this red rum. That's murder spelled backwards. These are all images from the song and the music video On Top of the World by Imagine Dragons that I told you is a celebration song for the truthers once the truth about the moon landing is revealed. It's sitting here on the monolith. That's what that says right there is monolith. So as you can see, it's a slap in the face to bring up row, row, row your boat and talk about messages dropped into the music when we're talking about such deep, deep messages embedded in the music. That's just by 2 minutes and 2 seconds into a 4-minute music video. I'll include the link in the description. You gotta pause it to be able to see this stuff, and they're making fun of the moon landing. Hollywood production, moon landing, production, Snowguard. Did I mess it up? Shh, don't tell no one. It's a secret. Beep, 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 beep. What I was showing there is that this image right here is very meaningful for whatever reason. There's something embedded in there that they keep showing all throughout this music video, and I don't know what that is. I need some of your help on decoding some of this stuff. And there's Richard Nixon. And here on this, she's holding it upside down. It's the same clipboard, Snogard. They're making fun of the moon landing. They start playing golf. They're doing sword fights with their golf clubs. He's not a crook. They're dancing. He's jumping up in the air. It's a party, man. It's a party. It's a party video. They're sword fighting with their golf clubs. It's all one big joke. Again with the HAL 9000. See, and then they begin to party. Everyone's all good with it. Except for the director of the movie. He's not so happy about things. Everyone else is partying it up. Him, not so much. Her, she must be part of the Order of the Eastern Star. Giving you Illuminati confirmed. Illuminati confirmed. We'll go over some more of this when we get back in from outside. It's a big party though. Everyone's partying it up. Truth finally came out. That's what this song is a party song for the truthers. Again, he's not looking so happy back there. And then he gives them all the secret handshake. Nixon gives these guys the buzzed cauldron, the secret handshake. Gives him the secret handshake. And that's it. And then we go over some of these things more closely. The Order of the Eastern Star here over her shoulder. You see? It's got one color. Green, red, yellow, white, blue, I would assume. It's got one color on each edge of the star, or on each prong. We got a bunch of owls. We got some Paul McCartney. Owls, Order of the Eastern Star. And both of these, you notice they're both sitting next to a picture of a child in a similar pose. The Order of the Eastern Star, this child here. Freemasonic compass and square with the G in the middle with this child here. The painting on the wall. The happy and the sad. Sad face, happy face. You see? Am I zoomed in a little too close? We're only going to go over a little bit of it since I just went over most of it right here, but there's a bunch of globes. There's a globe, one here and one here. Another one here and maybe two here. One right here and maybe one right here. There's globes all over here, and that's how we all got convinced the Earth is a spinning ball. So I just came across this today in my dad's junk pile. These are burnt, and that's why I wanted to get to it before the sunlight went away. So I'm going to show you as good as I can right where they are, and we're going to move this box. You'll probably see an outline of the box. That's the plastic that surrounds the blinds. These blinds were in this plastic, and this plastic is burnt, almost scorched like melting plastic when the sun was directly on it. And I'm going to move this box, and then I'm going to pull this out in the sunlight where you can see it better. But that's what I wanted to show you before the light went away, is how badly scorched this plastic is. We'll check it out. I'm going to move that box real quick. Sure enough, there's a perfect outline right here and right here where that box just was. Right here, perfect line. Right there. So I'll grab the box again and show you where it was, because it's lightweight enough I can just pick it up with one hand. Approximately right there. You can see that it left a spot where it wasn't scorched. The line is right there. Not sure exactly how it was, but it was about like that. You can see that the line right here. Maybe I'll have to come back and make the video better tomorrow. But the line is right there where the box was covering it, and it goes here and then back here. It got hit by dragon breath. I'm gonna pull this out in the sunlight now. It's warped the plastic right there. As with this whole thing where it waves up and down. But what I really want to get before I pull it out in the sunlight is just maybe another angle where we can see that line. It goes clear over to here. Okay, I'm gonna pull it out now. But yeah, when I saw that, that wasn't there. It wasn't burnt like that when we put it down there. The box being on top and it not being burned here where the box was proves that has scorched from the sun, simulator being cranked up too high. So turn it down, guys, down a couple notches, please. We're burning up here. Okay, so from this side, it's extremely difficult for me to see with the glare of the sun behind me, but that's what makes it show up best. You can see the unburned spot here and here, like where something was covering it. So there's an unburned spot here, and then it's unburned between here and here, relatively, compared to, I'm not sure how well you're able to see that or not. And then you can see another one of the lines that goes right here. That's what the plastic used to look like before it was burned, see-through plastic. Like that. Then it got scorched. This is another example of the clear plastic on the underside before it gets scorched. And then it blackens like that. You can still see through that one side. But anyway, you get the point, right? The sun is scorching this plastic in ways we've never seen. And I've seen people show this online too. Wow, this one's way good. Look how dark this is right here. Look at the two sides. So this one you can see my hand through, this one you can't. Moving it back and forth like that, you can see the rocks beneath it. How much more burnt the one is than the other. Here's a good angle. Burn, unburn, burn. You can see the writing through it on the other side where it's not scorched. And then there's an unburned spot between my two fingers right here, relatively. I'm not sure how well it's picking it up on the camera, but it stops like right here. You can see much more black right here than right here. Because it's like it was covered in those two spots and the sun didn't get to it as bad. All right. That's just dragon breath. Maybe dragon breath hit it. I think this will actually do better without all the sun glare. So this is what it looked like before, clear plastic. And this is what it looks like after. Yes, I think that's a much better way to demonstrate it. All right. Yeah, I think that kind of got the point across. I could tell there was something not quite catching. And you can see the line right here, where it's clear over here where you can see my fingers, and then a straight line right there where it bends the corner that I just broke off. That's where the plastic bends around that corner. Perfect straight line. Because it bends around that corner right here, and the sun was hitting this side and not hitting that side. And that's why there's a perfect straight line burn coming out the end of my fingertip right there. You see? Straight line burn. There we go. We got a little bit better lighting. Right where the crease is, just like this crease that runs up there, but the sun was hitting both sides. But you can still see very, very clear and plainly. Let's go further down here. Ooh. This crease right here is what created the straight line perfect burn back there. We'll see if we can get the lighting to work with us a little better. Straight line burn because of the angle of the plastic to the sun. You get the point, right? Wear sunscreen, umbrella, hat, glasses, all that stuff Mr. MB3 was showing you when he showed you the UVC readings before he stopped doing that and just showing you the genetic mutations on the sunflowers and strawberries and tomatoes and burnt holes in bell peppers. Okay, I think we're good on that. So I was sitting in the kitchen looking at my mom's knick-knack case the other day, and I noticed these here. And she must have got them while we were living in Japan. Like I told you, I was born on an Air Force base in Japan. And I asked her how much. She said she probably paid 25 bucks for them. But as you can see, it's a little old man and a little old lady, and they don't seem to be too scared of the dragons, and they're actually riding on top of the dragons. Standing on the dragon right there. And the dragon's got the scrolls in their mouths. Evil, ooh, totally evil. And then yesterday I'm sitting there in their room and I see this dress. And after I see what I saw in it, I asked them, how long have you had this? And they said probably 6 years. And I said, have you ever noticed this in it? And they said, no. It's my mom's nightgown dress, a thin dress, with mad dragon action in it. So you can see how the scales here come to an end, like at the edge, like where the snake's side skin turns to the belly skin. And it's got lots of dragon action all through it. In fact, maybe even a horn or a claw right there. But what I'm referring to is the scales. Scales that end at one of these side, like the side skin where the side of the snake meets the belly of the snake, and it turns from scales to more of a horizontal slats. It's all over this dress. And I asked them, have you ever noticed? And they said, no. No, never noticed. And then you might even have an eye right there. And a hood. Ah, King Cobra style. So yeah, isn't that weird that I just kind of spotted some dragon action all up in their clothing and that they didn't even notice was there? And it does stop, like right here again, like I started out saying, scales here that stop right at this borderline. So it's like there's dragon action swirling all through. Here's another borderline and edge, but there's still scales over here on this side, so it doesn't always hold true. but it's definitely got the dragon motif if I've ever seen it. Even here you can faintly see behind the patterns. Oops, is the scales. So, the Snogard Brotherhood. What do you think? Now, not everyone gets to be Snogardians. I was just saying, imagine if you were all cordially invited to join the Snogardians. Everybody can't be a Snowguardian. It's just not for everybody. Huh? Pretty cool, huh? And then this is like a claw or a horn right there. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Some dragon action. Dragon action, for sure. From planet Zorgon. The Zorgonian Brotherhood. Snowguards. So I googled Snowguard, and there's everything from painting companies, artist companies, music bands called Snowguard. And this just came across my desk the other day. Snowguard. It's dragon spelled backwards, by the way. So I think the Jeff Side division of the Snowguardian Brotherhood is going to be broken up into Jeff Side Nationwide, Jeff Side International, and Jeff Side Worldwide, which are already in effect. And you can get all your friends to join the Jeff Side and have them as downlines beneath you. It's going to be a multi-level marketing thing. You got to get all your friends to join the Jeff Side. And so there's Jeff Side Nationwide, International, and Worldwide. And then I'm just going to leave Jeff Side Galaxy-wide up to the new downline, the new kingpins of their own division of the Jeff Side when they get all their lieutenants beneath them. And you can join at any level, whatever level of investment is right for you, at Nationwide, International, or Worldwide. And then once we go up to Galaxy-wide, I'm going to leave that open to you, and I'm going straight Jeff Side Intergalactic. And so that you can join in at whatever investment level is ready for you. But at Nationwide, at the very bottom level of investment is $666.66. And you can join today. And what you get when you join the Jeff Side, you get a bandana and a brass knuckles and a spray can, because you join the Jeff Side, yo, and you be representing Jeff Side. And you can throw up the gang sign, a little J. You throw up it on your chest with your hand sign and everything. You get an instruction manual, show you how to make the hand sign. And the Truther brass knuckles, so you can knock these Pinocchios out of the Truther community. You know how I do. It's a package of information that shows you how to identify the fake truthers, the Pinocchios, and knock them out of the Truther community. That's the Truther brass knuckles. And then you get a spray can, so you can be representing. It's clear coat, lacquer, so you can go get you some plasma wood. And I'm still working on the bandana. We're going to figure out what the bandana is going to have as the Snowguardian Jeff Side division goes nationwide, international, worldwide, galaxy-wide, and intergalactic. It's going to be big, but you got to get in now to get everyone as a downline beneath you on this multi-level marketing pyramid scheme, because you know how we do it. You got to get up there at the top of the pyramid. This is a filtration. Everyone that got to this YouTube page is filtered from other YouTube pages, and upward it goes. But as you go upward, there's more of a refined purity of understanding and fewer people in these petri dishes. And upward through the ever narrowing gate is what we're going to talk more about in some of the upcoming videos. Remember how Kanye was saying, me and Trump, we both got dragon energy. Yeah, I got that dragon energy. Trump, he got that dragon energy. Me and Trump, we tight like that. And then they put him in the nut house for it. So if you got a problem with the dragons, you need to go down to Salt Lake County Courthouse and tell them to pull them all off the sides of their buildings, because it's hocus pocus and there's nothing to it and there's no such thing as dragons, and that they're evil if they don't. It's racist and speciesist, and they are lizard-loving reptile sympathizers, and that you're going to send the witch hunt with the torches after them if they don't pull those dragons off the Salt Lake County Courthouse. Because it's nonsense. This says highlight the subliminal lyrics of Never Give Up on Your Dreams in the music video by Imagine Dragons called Thunder. In the live version, you can clearly hear him saying, never give up, no, never give up, no, never give up on your dreams. He sings it out loud. In the official music video, if you didn't hear it and have it pointed out to you, you wouldn't hear it. I never noticed it until I watched the live version and saw him singing that lyric and brought it above the threshold of subliminal to where you can hear him singing that. And only after that, when I was listening to the song, did I hear that lyric embedded in the background. So we'll talk more about that. Both links will be in the description. I suggest you listen to both of them and you'll probably hear it right off, but if it wasn't pointed out to you, I'm pretty sure you would have never heard it in the normal studio version if it wasn't brought out to your attention. And once it's brought into your conscious awareness, then you can hear it in the original version. And that's a pretty cool thing to be slipping people subliminally. I mean, how evil is that? Be telling them to never give up on their dreams subliminally, where it really sinks in and has an effect on them. You know, all those subliminals I'm pretty familiar with. We've talked a lot about slipping the single frames. I took a VHS tape to Sonia Sorensen at the FBI Cyber Squad Division at the FBI building in Salt Lake, along with going to Paula Houston, Pornography and Obscenity States Ombudsman at the Salt Lake Capitol, at the Utah Capitol in Salt Lake twice, to deliver VHS tapes of these subliminals, single frames embedded. I kind of have a history with knowing about this stuff, and I find that pretty cool that they're subliminally slipping in to people to never give up on your dreams. But they're still evil with all their dragon Snogard. Maybe not. Maybe I'll give them a chance. But what about all that stuff with the free and accepted Masons? Did you see all those symbols from the free and accepted Masons? You know they're the free and accepted Masons, right? Yeah. Oh, you just heard about them when they were the Freemasons? No, that was before the Mandela effect. Ever since they're called the free and accepted Masons. They always have been, I mean.